Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to the stream. We're going to see if we can get this going today. We've got our adventurer needing to get our crafters and gatherers up to level 30 today, so that's what we'll work on first. We left off yesterday. Our adventurer needs to go visit Rashat Ricky over in Limsa to inquire about Titan. But first we're going to go ahead and get our crafters and gatherers up to level 30. A number of them are getting close already, so we'll go ahead and work on them first. And one means we've got available to us now is our daily mission log for our Grand Company. We can make these items, get us some Grand Company seals as well as some experience for crafting items. So let's go through this list to get experience initially for our gatherers. We'll start with, we thought we were going to start with Weaver here. Let's see, velveteen trousers. See what we got to do to make those. Oh, no goldsmith. Okay, got to take a look at the right one, don't I? Let's see, goldsmith, sunstone choker. Here it is, sunstone choker. We need 1 sunstone, 2 silver ingots. And it'd be best if we can turn in high qualities, because then we get basically double the experience for that. All right, we can make two silver ingots. Sunstone, we need some raw sunstone. I don't think we can buy that from here, but let's take a look. Oh, there we go. Good, they've got that. That makes it convenient. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to get to a point where we can do something useful with some of this extra stuff that we've got. And if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good day, afternoon, or evening. How are you doing, by the way? If you'd like to leave us a message in the chat, please, by all means, do that. Whether you got a comment, suggestion, or just want to say something, we welcome you today. If you just want to lurk, of course, that's fine too. Don't mind that at all. just glad to have you here enjoying the atmosphere with us. That one. Let's see what we need for here. Something made of U, a U fishing rod. We'll need at least one U lumber. We've got the branch. We need an iron ingot. Delicious glove, spirit bomb complete. Okay, get that fishing rod made now. Blacksmith initiates pliers. There they are. It's the iron ingot and rivets, so 2 ingots for that. 1 we can just normal and handle the high quality on the craft of the rivets. Steel rivets there. Oh, that's right, we got it. This is pliers. And a crab oil. We don't have the items for that. Need some megalo crab legs. Let's see. Okay, well, grab those two relatively cheap ones there. Crab oil. Might as well mend everything. Looked like it was getting low, at least down there below 50%. Let's see, for armor, what are we needing here? Heavy iron gauntlets. Three iron plates and iron rings. Ooh, that's going to be seven ingots needed for that. We've got barely just enough iron ore for that. Let's see, one of my brass rings of crafting, it looks like. Now, 3 iron plates. Well, these vendors and everything just never sleep, do they? You can come here 24 hours a day and they're still standing there doing their thing. iron rings. And we did goldsmith. Check out leatherworker here. Some goatskin boots. Here they are. Let's see, one owled goat leather. Undyed velveteen and rubber. We don't have any latex. We'll go grab one from the Alchemist's Guild. Maybe just a whole stack. Make rubber quite alive. Oops, did not mean to talk to you. There we go. There it is, latex. And weaver. Velveteen trousers. Alright, let's see. Gonna need undyed velveteen for that. leather, the beast sinew 2. We should be able to get from one of the other guilds. And iron rivets. So we need more iron. Let's see if we can get that beast sinew here. Yeah, there it is. Iron rivets. Yeah, I'll grab just a few from there for now. Iron rivets. Spirit bond of our breeches. Yep. An alchemist is making a Picatrix. Oh yeah, we'll get double experience for that one. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're happy to have you here in the stream. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know how you're doing, or if you just want to alert, by all means do that as well. Just enjoy the atmosphere with me this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. We are working on getting our crafting and gathering leveled up to around the level 30 area. Our story is at level 30. We're going to be finding out more about Titan once we get started back on that. Don't know if it will be today, but if we can get through this crafting and gathering, we will do that. So you need a yew lumber and enchanted iron ink. So Iron, sand, and viscous secretions. Let's see if we can get any of that from the guild here yet. Probably not. Maybe. Iron, sand, and viscous secretions. Oh good, there's some iron sand. Yeah, thank goodness. Don't need to worry about those elsewhere. I only needed 2 iron sands. So it's been a good thing that we gathered some extra materials when we've been out and about with our gatherers. It's saving us a little bit of time and cost there. Let's see, culinary needed a fried egg, or 3 fried eggs. There we go. So we're going to need some puck eggs and mineral water. I believe our alchemist can make that as well. No, distilled water. Ah, that's right. Get that from down here. Which one was it? Oh, there's Tradecraft Merchant, I think. Yep, there we go. They don't sell puck eggs. Doesn't look like it. Sell some of the other basics for crafting, though. We need 1 puck egg. See if there's folks selling tons of these in a stack. Or if we can just pick up 1. Yeah, there's 1 for 500. Go. Alright, got all the crafters dailies done there. Just have to turn those in. Go get our gatherer stuff here. Silex, 10 silex. Oh, that's, okay. Well, we might as well go unlock that. That'll give us something else to do here. Need to be going down there quite a bit. Probably be getting there shortly in the story, but we can go ahead and get it unlocked now, since we have to do that anyways once we come up here. We have to make this run sooner or later. Alright, and let's see, we do need bomb ash for making steel too, so we should grab a bit of that while we're here. Oh, missed it on a 96%. Oh. I'll tell you, very little is more frustrating than missing it like 3 or even 4 times in a row on a 90-some-odd% strike there. Another level on. Alright, we'll leave it there. And let's get some the 10 silex that we need. 10 silex. And let's see, botanist was needing wizard eggplants. Okay, right there at North Shroud. And botanist is almost level 30. We'll have to do very little for them. We were just over here yesterday. We were working on our story before we went to Halka Manor. Alright, a number of things here. Alright, 10 eggplants. On the other hand, sometimes you get the gatherer's boon with a fairly low percentage. And let's see, that fish that we need is a climbing perch. Let me see what the particulars are for going off and catching that. If it's something we want to worry about here. Let's see, where could we get that? Can we get that in South Shroud, possibly? Oh, okay. At the lower Hathorva River. Let's see, maybe the best bait is just maybe a chocobo. No, no chocobo. We can just toss bass balls in there until we catch one, perhaps. Let's see if we've got those. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. We'll head over to South Shroud to that Hathorva River. That was really near Camp Tranquil, I believe. If we can catch one, that would be nice. Killer hoverfly swarms. And that should be this river here. Climbing perch is a single hanger. How about that? First try. That's awesome. Alright, so now we can go turn everything in here. Back at our Grand Company headquarters. A nice number of seals too. We already had a normal quality one of those. carpenter to 30. Good, these are going to help out a lot. That one's to 30 now. Well, this is going to be awesome. That will certainly take us some time. We've got like 2 or 3 levels on each one for this, it looks like. So that'll speed things up quickly if we do this, particularly at these lower levels. Double experience ones are going to skyrocket our gathers. Yep, they're almost to level 35 doing that. Good, I got Fisher to 32. 30 also. Alright, well that got, yep, everybody is at least level 30. Even Botanist is at 35 now, so that's good. So while we're here in Ul'dah, we'll go ahead and knock out the crafters that are level 30 here. Let's see, I'm going to go check out one more thing here first. I think we're going to get something very, very useful here. Yep, we can get desynthesis from this, which is what we can use now on all this extra stuff that we've been collecting or saving. For 12's sake, what living am I to make without wares to sell? She promised the shipment would be here by now. Ah, there you are. You're an adventurer, are you not? Might I ask for your help in tracking a shipment of goods sorely behind schedule? I know what you're thinking, but considering the client, this request is certain to benefit you as well. If you're up for the task, I would have you speak with Nesting Heron at the bonfire in central Thanalan. For the shipment to be so late, I can only imagine some new innovation of that Mutamix fellow has her preoccupied. And absolutely, we will go check that out. Let's just teleport there. Blackbrush Station. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you here. Sit back, enjoy the atmosphere. If you got anything to say, by all means, drop it in the chat too. Questions are fine. I'll be happy to talk about whatever's on your mind even. There's Nesting Heron. Oh, and there's another one we can pick up here as well. What's this about a shipment? Oh yes, of course. The package is prepared and ready to be shipped. I meant to handle it sooner, but I've become engrossed in the study of desynthesis. I'll be sure to send word of your visit along with his wares. You have not heard of desynthesis? I suppose you would have to visit the bonfire quite often to keep pace with Mutamix's myriad findings. Allow me to explain. Desynthesis is a new technique developed by Mutamix to break down weapons and armor into their constituent parts. In short, it allows the retrieval of those materials originally used to craft an item. On occasion, the process will also yield a peculiar crystallized mass. There is still much research to be done, but we believe the mass is formed from residual spirit bond energies infused into equipment by the hands that crafted them. Because the process is similar to the creation of materia, we've come to call these crystals demi-materia. Just imagine the applications. Fortifying weapons, creating new armor, the possibilities are limitless. It may also be worth mentioning that while some of the demi-materia byproducts seemed unfit for reuse, their radiance was not unlike the rubies and sapphires one might find for sale in Ul'dah. I imagine they would fetch a fair price if you were to show them to the right buyer. But if you are truly interested in learning more of desynthesis, I can think of no better way than trying it yourself. Perhaps the next time we meet you can tell me of your own findings. Alright. And that's why we needed to be level 30. Get that. Let's see here. Fish. All the fish we've been keeping now. What's this one? Marvelously mutable materia. Riddle me this, friend. Have you ever found yourself in the unfortunate situation where your pockets were near to bursting with all manner of materia, save for the sorts you wanted the most? Well, I have, and I tell you, it felt like I'd brought a sack full of fishing poles to a gold mine. Now I ask you, what if there were a way to melt down a couple pieces of materia that weren't availing you not, and mold them into shiny new piece that, name you willin', just might strike your fancy? This most handy procedure is something we like to call shifty making. Rather, that's what Master Mutamix calls it. Myself, I've coined the term transmutation, which I'm hoping might find favor with adventurers like yourself. How's it all work, ye ask? I could tell you, but why ask the student when you can learn from the master? You'll find Mutamix right over there, likely jumping out of his boots looking to trade tongue flaps about his discovery. Alright, well, let's go trade some tongue flaps with Mutamix then. Uplander seeks knowings of shifty making, yes? Then Uplander should make open ears to tongue flaps of Mutamix. Process of shifty making is a big help use. First, be taking 5 need not materia, yes? Melty mix this one, mixy melt that one, squeeze and squash, then big eyes. 5 need not are reborn as one shiny new. But shifty making is not simple like crafty making. Knowings of shifty making are much and many, and Uplander's brain case, though big for Uplander, is small. Uplander need not be making worry face. If Uplander has many need not materia, bring them to Tent Ring. Mutamix will shifty make for Uplander. Alright, so we can take a bunch of unneeded materia and have him combine them, I guess, to maybe make something else. Alright, got that done. So now let's make some materials here. We will turn that in maybe later. We were going to try to sell some of that. Let's try to get rid of some of this stuff that's in our armory. Well, you know what? I better be careful. Some of this stuff may be equipped. I don't think it excludes equipped items. For example, let's see, there's that iron round knife. Yeah, because we do not want to mistakenly destroy our tools here. This will be handy. We can use this now to free up some spot, although I'm not going to do everything right now. Take time out later to do that, but the tools typically end up filling up pretty quick in these lower levels as you go through, so I'm going to make a little bit of room there. Making some decent materials here that we can reuse. Alright, well, let's get back to getting these crafters level 30 quests done so we can move on with the story. And something awful has happened. It's Gigi. Instead of behaving better, he's acting even worse. A traveling merchant was here not a bell ago to discuss a potential contract with us. In the midst of negotiations, Gigi commented on the man's jewelry, claiming such tawdry baubles are beneath even a Luminson whore. Unsurprisingly, the man became quite upset and stormed off. Our members understand that Gigi can be a harsh critic, but this foreign gentleman, Roraton, was visiting us for the first time. If it were a guild member, we might have overlooked the incident, but he was a potential business partner. Gods, this is a disaster for the guild. We must make it up to him. Can you help me, Anne? Before Gigi offended him, we were discussing a bulk order of malachite earrings. By way of an apology, I'd like to gift Roraton a pair of these. The finest we can craft. If the gods are good, he will forgive us for the incident. You're one of our best, so I'd like you to craft the earrings. When they are ready, please present them to me for inspection. High quality malachite earrings. I need 2 malachite. This just needs 1 raw malachite each. One silver ingot. Voila. Are the earrings ready yet? Yes, ma'am. Such rich, vibrant greens. Even I couldn't have done a better job of cutting the stones. Despite being relatively commonplace, malachite is quite sought after owing to its supposed power to ward off evil. Pieces bearing swirls that resemble an eye are especially popular. Superstitions notwithstanding, it does indeed have some mild thaumaturgical properties. I must say, I think you've really outdone yourself, Anne. I pray that Roraton will feel the same. Much as I would like to apologize in person, I'm not sure he would be willing to hear me out, so I would like you to deliver the earrings. Before he left, Roraton mentioned that he had other business to conduct at the Ruby Road Exchange. Chances are you'll find him there. Just outside there. Oh gods, not a guild goldsmith. Let me make myself clear. I just wanted to discuss a potential partnership. I do not know what I have done to offend your guildmaster and her assistant, but I understand that I am no longer welcome. Now please, leave me in peace. Let me shove these into your hands so you can take a look. Really now, I don't want to hear it. Just leave me. By the 12, I've never seen such fine craftsmanship. From Mistress Serendipity, I'm speechless. I never imagined the guildmaster would go so far as to personally craft. Wait, you are the one who crafted these? Not the fair guildmaster? The gods do indeed work in mysterious ways. I don't believe I have properly introduced myself. I am Roraton, a traveling entrepreneur. I go wherever opportunity beckons, buying for a gil and selling for 2. Long I have wandered the realm in search of fine accessories as well as the talented goldsmiths who craft them. And you are precisely the sort of artisan I endeavor to meet. I would be honored if you allowed me to purchase more of your fine merchandise. Permit me to sell your wares and we will both be wealthy in no time. But forgive my impetuousness. You are a guild goldsmith and I must go through the proper channels. Very well, I will meet with Mistress Serendipity once more. Please give my card to your guildmaster and inform her that I shall contact her again soon to resume contract negotiations. Yay! All right. Welcome back, Anne. While you were gone, I performed some basic maintenance on Gigi. I'm not sure if I fixed the problem, or if there was a problem to begin with, but... Oh, but what about Roraton? Did you find him? This is wonderful news, Anne. Not only has he forgiven us, he desires a business partnership even more than before. I knew I was right to count on you, Anne. There's something about your work that moves people, something that touches the soul. It's a gift, and it can't be taught, much as I wish it could. No, you've always had it in you, and as you grow more skilled, you'll only become better at expressing it. I'm certain that was part of Roraton's decision. Since we know he'll request your services when he next visits, you'd best work hard until the time comes. Alright, let's see, and we need to pick up new gear. We'll start with the body piece. Alright, and they are almost to 35, so that's good. Good. go Weaver. See what they need to do. Ah, there you are, Anne. I have a job that's absolutely perfect for you. You remember Wawaruka, the Miners Guild quartermaster? Of course you do. Well, you'll be delighted to hear that he has finally come to appreciate the benefits of finer garments. And because he was impressed by the scarf and slops you wove for him, he has personally requested your services. I told him I would send you at the earliest opportunity. Well, what are you waiting for? This is the earliest opportunity. Okay. That Wawaruka, he's something else. Over near the Miners Guild. Alright, what can I do for you? Hey, how's it going, Ann? Big Rose sent you, did he? I asked for you by name, you know. Any road, I won't beat about the bush. I want the best damn pair of velveteen gaiters you can make. I know. What's a bloke like me want with fancy shoes like that? Well, the thing is, there's this girl and, don't make me spell it out, lass. Trouble is, she's from a rich family. Proper rich. As in, her servants have got servants. That kind of rich. Which is why I've got to make a good first impression. And to even have a chance of doing that, I need to get dressed up to the nines. I can't very well introduce myself to a lady like her looking like me. Any road, I'm counting on you, lass. Oh, and I ain't letting Big Rose give this to me for free neither. I got my pride, you know. Wouldn't feel right wearing a pair of swanky gaiters what I hadn't paid for. So I need a pair of velveteen gaiters. There they are, right underneath there. And they have to be high quality. So let's see, an undyed velveteen, undyed cotton, silver ingot, and another piece of rubber. Silver ingot and rubber. that spirit bond with our brass choker. Your client is waiting, Anne. Do you have his gaiters? Sir, your gaiters are ready. Nice. They look good. They feel good. Hells, they make me feel like I look good. And I bloody do and all. Sir, what is that? What are you wearing? Ha, like me trousers, do ya? Me pa, God's rest his soul, wore 'em when he was first courting me ma. Never failed, these don't. Cor, look at me. I feel alive. I feel ready. There's no stopping me now. But sir, I say, sir. Confound it all. Well done, Anne. You may take solace in knowing that you did what you could. Perhaps I worry unduly. The girl may well be stirred by his earnest efforts, and even if she is not, she may yet overlook his bizarre appearance, gaze deep into his eyes, and see the warm-hearted man within. Or she might see him and run screaming for the nearest brass blade. Control and control. Take the hat. Next is Alchemist. See what Severian wants from us today. Aha, I see you have further immersed yourself in the bog of alchemical pursuit. The time is ripe to once more gauge the degree of mastery you have thus far attained. And as if by divine providence, a task suited to just such a purpose has but recently landed on my workbench. The client requests the creation of 3 high-quality flasks of weak blinding potion, a sublime toxin indeed. Do not flinch from the mention of poison. If one means to learn the art of preserving life, one must also become intimate with death and destruction. Yes, with but a single spoonful of a chosen concoction, alchemy can restore health or cause grievous harm. This is the perfect initiation into the deeper secrets of our discipline. Do not tarry a moment longer. To work! 3 flasks of blinding potion. Weak blinding potion. Alright, here they are. A Quicksilver, Batwing, and a Batfang. Batfang. Let's see. Here's Batfang. No Batwings, though. Alright, we gotta make the Quicksilver. Oh, I need more Cinnabar. Just top that off. Get us a bat wing. I'll take 3 for 15 each. This one craft will make 3 of those. That's handy. I keep forgetting I've got innovation now and waste not. Well, yeah, we can do a lot more now. Level, a couple low-level skills. Forget to use all the new ones we've been getting. We do have the CP, decent amount of CP for all those, I think. Take care that the blinding potions you concoct are especially efficacious. Ah, the creation of such exquisitely dangerous substances is a reward in itself. Gently now, gently. Yes, one could almost grasp the strands of inky darkness swirling within these baleful brews. Though it may appear lethal, this concoction is not designed to steal life, only sight. An unpleasant mix of bat remnants and quicksilver, my eyes begin to water at just the thought of the ingredients. Such potions as you have created hold the potential for all manner of dastardly deeds. Bear the flasks with pride as you deliver them into the hands of the Micote lass who awaits you in Pearl Lane. And no, I have not forgotten her name. She apparently did not give one when she left the order. I know only that the lass is affiliated with one of Uldah's resident bandit gangs. Swiftly now, let us not test their patience. Alright, and where exactly? Oh, okay, over there near the market. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. How are you feeling? Drop us a comment in the chat. If you got any questions, by all means, ask away. We're here for you. And if you just want to lurk, of course, that's fine too. Glad to have you here enjoying the atmosphere with us. You're the head potion brewer's lackey, are you? Let's have the goods then. Ah, I see Severian did nothing to put a stop to this. He should know full well the consequences of handing over such dangerous substances to a criminal organization. Confused? I am Wubulia of the Sultan Sworn. I infiltrated the notorious robber gang, the Velvet Hands, after learning of their plans to attempt a bloodless heist at the palace. An attempt I can only assume is meant to emulate Mistbeard and his legendary act of larceny. These blinding potions were to be a key element in their scheme. Wondering how your guildmaster would handle a request from such unsavory elements, I insinuated myself into a position to receive the delivery. His lack of restraint is disappointing, but not entirely unexpected. Can you say sting operation? He is not the man he once was. Oh, certainly, Severian has always had a passion for his work, but ever since the tragic events of the Calamity, it has become an all-consuming obsession. Your superior may as well have upended one of these flasks over his own head for the little he sees of the world that flows unnoticed around him. Would you take a message back to the guild for me? I want you to tell Severian to cease this insane quest of his. At first, I thought the distraction of his research might prove beneficial, but he has lost all sense of self-control. No, my sister would never countenance this destructive behavior. I will have Wanaja returned to me. Okay. Well, that sounds intriguing. Please be careful who you sell to, who you make stuff for. You were absent too long. Too long! Your delivery was well received, yes? She demanded that I return Wanaja. Ah, I see you have met the cold-hearted and conniving Wubulia. I have not the slightest intention of giving up on Wanaja now. I must remain focused on the successful culmination of my greatest experiment, so that finally I might tell her. But these matters have no place in our discussion. Once again, you have spared me a bothersome interruption and proven your alchemical expertise in so doing. From this day forth, I shall think of you no longer as my lackey, but as an assistant in truth. Soon shall we achieve the ultimate expression of alchemy. I bid you return to your studies and prepare for that glorious moment. Got the hat, the coat, get some gloves. I guess even they are not better than these initiate's gloves we made before. They're only level 28. Same control, that's why. Alright, anyways, we're here. Let's do minor. And just the person I was about to send for you. There's an order I want your help with, see? It comes from the Gladiators Guild via the Vice Foreman himself. You recall the time I had you procure obsidian? Well, this time I need you to find Wyvern obsidian, which is a good deal rarer. How rare, you ask? Let's just say I've handled the stuff no more than a dozen times in my life. So yes, it'll be a bugger to find, but don't worry, you won't be working alone. It just so happens that one of your guildmates has volunteered for the task. And considering how difficult it's like to be, I've decided to have the two of you work together. Your partner's name is Wide Gully, and he's waiting for you on the far side of the stage. Go over and introduce yourself, and he'll tell you everything you need to know. Run along now. Oh, and good luck. Hey, Wide Gully. You must be Anne, the Guildmaster's pet. I've heard much and more about you. They tell me you've got talent. Trouble is, you're an adventurer, and anyone with an ounce of sense knows adventurers can't be trusted. Adalbert is sorely mistaken if she thinks you're any different. Likewise, she's sorely mistaken if she thinks I'm going to help you find 15 chunks of Wyvern obsidian. I'd sooner fall on my own pickaxe than see you take the credit for my hard work. That said, I'm not about to risk getting kicked out of the guild for disobeying a direct order. Luckily, there are other ways to handle this. What do you say to a contest? It's nigh on as good as cooperating, and so long as the client gets what he wants, Adalberta won't have cause to complain, will she? So here's the deal. We mine for Wyvern obsidian separately, and whoever brings back the better haul, that's to say, the purer haul, is the winner. Simple, yes? Now, we both know I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and I won't have it said that I trounced the novice. So, to make this more interesting, I'll give as long as you want, for all the good it'll do you. Oh, and you can even go and talk to the client if you like. His name's Roger, and you'll find him outside the Gladiators Guild. Might be as he can tell you something useful. Alright, well, let's go talk to this Roger. At the Gladiators Guild. Hi, I'm Roger. What can I do for you? Got yourself into a contest with Wide Gully, you say? Oof, I don't envy you, miss. I don't know much about mining myself, but I do know that Wide Gully is good at his job. You can't be Deep Canyon's son without knowing a thing or two about being a miner. Anyway, I've no idea whose idea this contest of yours was, but if it means I get goods of better quality, you won't hear any complaints from me. Now, you wanted to ask me about Wyvern Obsidian, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you what little I know, but remember, I'm a gladiator, not a miner. Saying that, I haven't graced the blood sands for a while. Took a nasty blow to the knee, you see. Rest assured, the fellow that dealt it got far worse. Anyway, I'm all mended and ready to make my return, and I want it to be glorious, something that'll be sung by the bards. So I thought a shiny new sword was in order, and there's nothing like a plumed oak maquahuitl to draw a crowd. I have no idea how to say that. Why? Because it doesn't have a single piece of metal in it. Maquaime don't, as a rule. Aye, not a speck of metal, but if you wield it right, the shards of Wyvern Obsidian embedded in the blade will cut armor like a hot knife through butter. Ah, but I'm rambling. You wanted to know where to find the stuff, not what I plan to do with it? I vaguely recall a conversation I had with a miner a while back. We were talking about Maquaime. Oh, did I mention that's what you call more than one Maquaime? Gosh, I wish he'd stop making me say that. Well, it is. Where was I? Ah, yes. We were chatting about Maquaime, and the fellow said that he'd previously dug up Wyvern Obsidian around Thal's Respite in eastern Thanlin, and that's all I know. Hope it helps. Alright, Wyvern Obsidian. Let's check our gathering log. There it is. Over in Welwick Wood. Yeah, close to the South Shroud exit. Yeah, that'll be convenient. Let's ride down from there. Gosh, what a word. I'll have to look up that one later. I mean, I've been playing this game for years and years and years and just never bothered to pronounce it out loud, I guess. Or even care what it's supposed to say. Just been reading, really, for the most part. So whatever it sounds like in my head. It looks like we've got increased mount speed here in the South Shroud. That's good. Handy and convenient. We got that teleport earlier when we got our job to level 30 so we could do the Chocobo Companion quest. Alright, so we need 15 Wyvern Obsidians. Saltpeter, I don't worry about that. 15 Wyvern Obsidians. 15 exactly. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're having trouble finding a paltry 15 chunks of wyvern obsidian. Oh, managed to scrape together the required amount, did you? Well then, let's see your sorry specimens just for the sake of formal... Bugger me! They're black as night. This is some of the purest stuff I've ever seen. How in the seven hells did you find these? You, a mere adventurer. I'm loath to admit it, but your obsidian's superior to mine. Well, it might be as you've bested me on quality, but there's more to being a miner than that. You need to be able to give the client what he wants when he wants it. In other words, you need speed. Without it, quality counts for naught. I was by far the faster man, so we'll call it a draw. But mark my words, I'll best you next time, both on speed and quality. I'll see to it the obsidian gets to Roger. In the meantime, why don't you go and tell the guildmaster all about it? I care not what you say. Ah, and how did you find working with Wide Gully? What? He challenged you to a contest? As if the task weren't difficult enough. I'm terribly sorry, Anne. That was hardly fair of him. He's a born miner. What's that? You beat him? Truly? But he's one of the guild's very best. Well done, girl. Eh, he claimed he was faster, did he? Well, speed is important, but Wide Gully sets the rules, and by those rules you won fair and square. You've come a long way, Anne. A long way. You make me proud to be your mentor. At the same time, though, I must admit that the miner in me can't help feeling some envy, but it's that which keeps a veteran like me on my toes, lights a fire in my belly. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Keep doing what you're doing, Anne, and I'll do my damnedest to keep up. Alright, let's see. Those can be used for... We got a hat for our gatherers. Gathering and perception on the pants. Yeah, let's do those first. Alright, next stop. Let's go to... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Might as well go to Virginia, do the crafters and gatherers there. Oh, first, I needed to check one little more thing here at the Grand Company before heading out. We gathered up a bunch of seals by doing those Grand Company turn-ins. I want to see, did we get enough there to rank up here? And we'll have to run that Halatali dungeon, which we stepped into briefly last time since we were high enough level to take on the trash monsters in there. But we've got to fight two bosses to finish that hunt log. Apply for promotion. Oh yeah, I've got 8,000 now. Flame Private First Class. And what's needed for the next one? Fill the following requirements. Yep, we've got seals for that. Yep, to qualify for the next, you must complete rank 1 in the Grand Company objectives of your hunting log. Right, so we'll have to do that at some point. And we may need more seals too, so every day we get on here we may want to do the Grand Company turn-ins for our crafters. That'll help keep them leveled up and on pace with our story level too. Yeah, we stepped in and did the dock tours in Halatali. We've got to fight Firemane and Thunderclap Weaver. Thunderclap Weaver. And I think that's it. So we'll get a few Grand Company seals for finishing that off, a reward for finishing the whole log, and then we should be able to rank up. Alright, so anyways, let's head over to Gridania. Carpenter's Guild, first stop. It is good you have come, Anne. Your talents are needed for a commission. The client asked for you by name, in fact. It would seem that the adventurer turned carpenter has earned herself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalleled quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. A walnut cane. There it is. 1 walnut lumber. Awesome. And a growth formula beta. That's an alchemy item. Jellyfish umbrella and quicksilver. Let's see, we can get jellyfish umbrella, probably not from here, maybe over over in the market perhaps. Let's see. Here, yep. All right, let's see. Nope, not there either. see if we can buy a couple. We could get them from the Alchemy Guild, but have to port back over there. I guess I can buy a few. Growth Formula Beta. And a walnut cane. Use that innovation. Remember to use that. Make it a little bit easier. I'm getting the quality up there. Just like veneration helps the progress. Alright, Mr. Beaton. Made the cane, Anne? Yes, I have. You've done well, Anne. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such a shape. Indeed, your skillful application of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it the appearance of unworked wood. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, in that the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world, hence it is no small coup to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adder's Nest. Taking the cane to Gerhard. Yes, I am waiting for a carpenter from the guild. Why do you ask? Because I have this. So this is Beaton's framed disciple. It pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I am Gerhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. Aye, the cane is not for me. It is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Panette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I have been here long enough to know that Gridanians can be rather protective of their city, and that this can manifest itself in a deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You will find her in Stillglade Fane. Please give it to her on my behalf. And we find out that's over here by the Conjurers. It is the Conjurers Guild, which makes sense since that's what she does. Hey, Panette. How long does the captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time a conjurer has to spare? A gift? That Alamegan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see fit to deliver himself? Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first idea about... Gods, it can't be. A walnut cane? And one so finely wrought that I scarce believe it man-made. To conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane and the heart of the woman who made it. That an outsider could craft this flawless cane. Forgive my impropriety, adventurer. I have never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. Yet it seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventurer, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain Gerhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear that I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventurer. Should you meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Okay. Oh, I don't need to do that. He's right over here. I knew it would not be easy pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder, how is she? Still working too hard, I presume? So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again, Anne. Please give my regards to the timber master. Welcome back, Anne. Was the client satisfied? Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I am glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, Anne, who was this client? I only received their messenger, and I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gerhard? You are certain? I thought him far from Gridania on campaign. When did he return, and why would he not greet me in person? We have known each other for so many years. Well, I can only assume that his duties leave no time for such niceties. I am glad to hear he is home and well. Thank you for attending to this request, Anne. I look forward to our next meeting. Got the hat, the body piece, and the hands. Give me any pants or shoes on any of these. Chocobo tail saw. Yeah, that's not any better than the high quality one we crafted before, I guess. Alright, leather worker. Checking in with Jiva. There you are, Anne. Just the leather worker I was looking for. Well, one of several I would consider asking, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I have a task for you. Mere moments ago, we received an older gentleman who demanded that we give his commission priority. Needless to say, I refused him without hesitation and had him thrown out. In retrospect, however, I believe his forwardness may have owed more to desperation than mere impatience. Could you perhaps speak with this client on my behalf? I am told he was last seen heading east in the direction of the market stalls. Of course, he may have gone further than that, but being an energetic adventurer, I'm sure you'll find him eventually. Okay. And where are they? Maybe up by the Lancers Guild. You are a leather worker? Thank you for coming to see me. I know that my behavior at the guild was inexcusable. Permit me to start from the beginning. I heard tell of a new brand of leather goods that was cheaper than Fenil, but just as well made. Not being a wealthy man, I saw no reason to spend the extra gil, and purchased some of this Angerbotha branded leather armor for my boy, only to be disappointed. To an untrained eye, it may seem fit for purpose, but I served as a wood whaler for many years and could tell at a glance that it was no match for Ixali weapons. Aye, they made it fast and cheap as advertised, but had I known the quality would be so bloody awful, I would have found the extra gil and gone to Fenil fineries in the first place. I know what I ask is unreasonable, but my boy is about to enlist in the whalers, and I wanted to give him something that would last a lifetime. Something that his son could wear when the time came. I swear that Angerbotha stuff wouldn't keep him alive long enough to even have a son. Please, would you make me a toadskin jacket? Gotta speak with Jiva first. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We're knocking out our crafters and gatherers to 30 here before moving on with the story, where we will be learning about Titan. I see. A gift from father to son to be passed down through the ages. Only a well-crafted item could be expected to carry generations of memories and tradition. The toadskin jacket, was it? Well, after hearing such a tale, who could possibly refuse? Why are you looking at me like that? It was a rhetorical question, Anne. I'm not a monster. You heard his words, so you know what's at stake better than anyone. I bid you make a toadskin jacket of the highest possible quality and present it to me for inspection. Alright, toadskin jacket. There it is. 2 toad leathers. Okay. And owl's goat leather. Oh, gonna need more alumen. Remember what's at stake, Anne. We need a quality toadskin jacket that can withstand generations of wear and tear. I dare say this is your best work yet. The spalders and breast are made from the finest toadskin, and the goatskin backing alone would provide solid protection. It strikes the perfect balance between mobility and protection, and I can find no fault with it. Aye, it's a fitting gift for a young whaler-to-be. I expect that Camelaine will agree. Take it to him, Anne. Why, oh why did I have to think about the gill? Everyone knows finial goods are the best, and the best is no less than my son deserves. To think of him clad in that Angerbotha crap when he becomes a whaler. Praise the matron, a toadskin jacket! I could not have hoped for such kindness. And this craftsmanship is beyond compare. In fact, I do not believe I have ever seen finer leather equipment in all my years. My son will be thrilled to receive it. A craftsman that had never known battle could not possibly have made a jacket like this. Tell me, miss, are you... But of course, even Jiva has seen fit to welcome capable adventurers like yourself into her guild. I hope you will continue to share your gift with the people of Gridania and give others the opportunity to savor your work. I take it from your grin that Camelaine was satisfied? Glad to hear it. Gods, I'm getting fed up with this Angerbotha nonsense. First that Uldan merchant, and now this. Honestly, I don't know what idiotic plan they have in mind, but it's only a matter of time before word spreads. Quickly, cheaply produced goods may entice customers, but quality goods keep them. I wonder if they'll even consider participating in the exhibition. On the one hand, there is no better way to publicize your brand, while on the other, they must surely know that they're in no position to compete with real leather workers. But I do hope they try, Anne. I would love nothing more than to see those Angerbotha frauds get their comeuppance, to look on as artisans and merchants from every corner of Eorzea cast judgment on their works and proclaim them a disgrace. Still just hat, body, and hands here. I've already got a high quality tool as well. Alright, so next is botanist here. fear we have a situation on our hands, Anne. The guild's crop of alligator pears has been ravaged by vermin, and scarcely a day before the fruit was due to be picked. It is disheartening to see our labors come to naught, but such is the way of nature. Alas, our woes do not end there. In a fine example of ill timing, no sooner had the disaster come to light than we received an unusually large order for, yes, alligator pears from the Carline canopy. Yet all hope is not lost, for the fruit also grows in the wild. We need but find enough to fulfill the order, 15 to be precise. Our man Solyo is charged with keeping track of such produce as may be harvested in the Twelveswood. He spends most of his days around Bent Branch Meadows at this time of year. If there are alligator pears out there, he will know where to find them. Pray, seek him out, Anne, and do as he directs. Bent Branch Meadows, huh? Okay. Let's pour it on over there quickly. Looking for alligator pears? Aye, I heard the unfortunate tidings, yet all we can do is take it on the chin and cope as best we can. I recommend you search northeast of Quarry Mill. Wild alligator pears grow there, and were doing well when I last passed through. Barring pests, they should be ripe for picking right about now. Oh, and just so you know, the place you're going is no different from any other untamed corner of the Twelveswood. By which I mean it's full of nasties. Botanists like myself avoid the area if we can help it, but it should be as a walk through a flower garden for an adventurer like you. Now, you had best be on your way. Those alligator pears aren't going to pick themselves. Okay, so they say Quarry Mill. Let's see what we can find here. Uh-huh. Yep, right there by Quarry Mill. And we need 15. Now we'll grab some chocobo feathers in case we need those for craft in the future here. We're running out of inventory space. I'll have to clean that up after a while. And 15. There we go, 15. I trust you now know where alligator pears are found in nature. Please hurry, Anne. It would not do to keep our client waiting. Oh, yeah. 15 alligator pairs, and just in the nick of time. You have spared us Miyun's wrath. Lest you misunderstand, Miyun is a reasonable woman, ordinarily. It is just that much rests upon the fruit's availability. Alligator pears are to form the centerpiece of a new dish of hers, you see, a hearty salad which she has been promoting feverishly to adventurers far and wide. Miyun would not have been best pleased had her plans gone awry, but owing to your efforts she can keep her promise, and we our good reputation. My profoundest thanks, Anne. I trust you have learned a valuable lesson from this episode, namely, that we must not take nature's bounty for granted. As I taught you when first you came to us, nature is an unsentimental creature. She may provide for our every need today, only to take it all away on the morrow. Those who would walk the path of botany must come to terms with this fact, and the sooner the better. For should your labors prove fruitless, and they frequently shall, no amount of brooding will avail you. At such times, one must remember that for all her seeming cruelty, nature is not our enemy. She simply is. If you would become intimate with her and partake of her bounty, you must learn to accept her unconditionally. And let's see, let's grab, we got the pants, the gloves, boots, gathering 26 on the gloves. Let's get those. They'll be ready for the next phase of gathering leveling. Oops. Oh, okay, so I guess our fingerless goatskin gloves are already better. I should have looked first. Alright, so next on to Limsa Lominsa. Got 3 crafters there, and fishing. Been waiting for you to come and see me, lass. Seems you've got yourself an admirer. And I ain't talking about me neither. I'm talking about someone else. 'Twas only a matter of time before folks started asking questions about who was responsible for the guild's recent change in fortunes. You heard of Costa del Sol out in Bloodshore? 'Cause that's where your new admirer lives. In case you don't know the place, it's a favorite resort of Uldah's rich and famous. Aye, that's right, I'm talking about one of them. Asked for you by name, they did. Said they wished to commission the great Anne Adventurer and no other. Ha ha! This could be your chance, lass. It ain't every day you get invited to curry favor with such a wealthy bleeding client. At first I thought it was just Beauregard who was watching over you, but I'm beginning to think that two-faced bugger Nald Thal might have taken an interest in all. Anyway, you'll do it, won't you? Ah, of course you bloody will. You'd be a goddamn fool to refuse. You'll need to trouble that bastard Phaser for the details. Oh, and though it sticks in me throat to say it, I reckon you should probably thank the Chocobo's arse while you're at it. He's the one who's made this happen. Alright, Phaser, what's the deal here? Well met, Smith. I gather you've heard about your commission? I trust you understand what an honor this is, as well as what's at stake. The client in question is a distinguished personage with tremendously high expectations. Should you fail to live up to them, it will reflect poorly on both you and your guild. As for myself, the last thing I need is a well-connected Uldan telling his associates not to buy your products. Products I need hardly add, which I should very much like to sell them. In short, don't fail. Now then, I believe I saw Miss Kuswib arrive a moment ago. She is our client's representative. Go inside and introduce yourself to her. She will explain the commission. Alright, Kuswu. I've heard a great deal about you, an adventurer. As you may have heard, my master was captivated by the tales of your exceptional craftsmanship and thought you the ideal candidate to undertake a commission of particular import to him. By way of an introduction, my master's estate boasts the most spectacular gardens in all of Costa del Sol. Its many botanical marvels owe much to the efforts of our chief groundsman, who has nurtured them since he was a lad. The dear old fellow has been with the family for generations now, and my master feels it is past time that his years of faithful service be recognized. And what better way to honor the tireless efforts of one's loyal servant than to present him with an exquisitely wrought example of the tool of his beloved trade? In short, Miss Adventurer, my master would like to commission a plumed iron hatchet of the first order. Know that anything less than perfection will be deemed unacceptable. We trust you will not disappoint us. A plumed iron hatchet. How about that? That needs one of those chocobo feathers together. Alright, let's make an iron ingot and a walnut lumber. Go stock up on iron ore while I'm here. Used to not be able to buy that from these vendors. It's real nice that they added that. Of course, it's no big deal to go gather it yourself, but you know, might as well. And we need did we say a walnut lumber? Check this out, Kuswib. Do you have the hatchet? Yes, I do. Oh, you too. My, though I count myself no expert in such matters, even I am sensible to this hatchet's quality. It is magnificent. Master Phaser's words did not do you justice. You are a veritable prodigy, madam. Your hatchet is more a work of art than a tool. When I run my fingers along its smooth leather grip and gaze upon its flawless, sparkling blade, I find that I am moved. It seems a great shame to allow such a masterpiece to be used for mere gardening, but tools are made for a purpose. Mayhap as the blade dulls and the grip wears, it will gain a different sort of beauty. Ah, but I am beginning to sound like our chief groundsman, such a gentle soul. I am quite sure that he will see the artistry in your creation. Why, it may even serve to inspire him in his own craft. You should be proud. On behalf of my lord, I thank you, an adventurer. Pray, give my regards to Master Phaser. You certainly rose to the occasion. Expertly done, Smith. And it seems Miss Kooswib has marked you out as a crafter of outstanding skill. If her master agrees with her assessment, this may well be the first of many such commissions. You have every right to be proud. I suppose your mentor will want to know what's transpired. I swear, your talents are truly wasted serving that fool. You may tell him I said so if you wish. You're a damn good smith, man. You can do better. Ah, there you are, lass. Well, tell us how it went then. Yeah? He said that, did he? Cheeky sod. Talking like he knows what it means to be a smitty. There ain't no one as knows better than me, and I've only ever wanted what's best for ye. I still remember the day you first walked in here, you know. 'Twas clear to me even then that you'd got a will of iron. Something in your eyes there was. Something has told me you'd give your all to the craft, not for coin or for fame, but for the sake of making something good. And that's just what we need round here. So don't let us down, Anne. Stick with us, and we'll do right by ye. And we've got high quality already, too. Alright, so next is Armorer. And the woman whose name is on everyone's lips. In case you didn't know, the entire guild seems to be holding its breath, waiting to see which side you'll come down on. The popular opinion is that you're ready to take up with Blanster. I have no such concerns, of course. Had you resolved to distance yourself from me, we would not be having this conversation. But that does not change the fact that your allegiance remains a subject of public debate, one which threatens the unity of the guild. I propose you dispel our colleagues' unfounded anxiety by demonstrating your affiliation in a manner that none may doubt or dispute. Specifically, I would have you accept the commission of a valued client on my behalf. That, I think, would serve as proof of both my faith in you and of your support for the guild's present course. Tell me, how would you like to try your hand at crafting a suit of steel chainmail? The order comes from a resident of Costa del Sol, an extremely wealthy and discerning gentleman who will accept nothing less than the finest quality armor. As you may imagine, his patronage is of great value to the guild. I need hardly add that I would not entrust this commission to an armorer in whom I had aught less than the utmost faith. The client's maidservant, Norderwood, will supply you with the finer details of the order. She should be here in the city conducting business at the Fishermen's Guild as we speak. Okay, well, we got to go to the Fishermen's Guild for Fisher as well, too. Speak with Norderwood. Step on over here to Fisher just to get this out of the way here. The catfish you fetched for Lingzeth has raised quite a stir. He was so pleased with the quality and quickness of the delivery that he's been raving about you to anyone in earshot. And now the word swirling around Limsa of a fabled fisherwoman has reached the ears of your fellow guildmates. Though most of them have no idea who you are, it doesn't stop the lazy sunbathers from fabricating folk stories about you. Meanwhile, Chucharoon's done his part to add to your fame, singing your praises well beyond the walls of the guild. So well beyond the walls, in fact, that goblins have come to enlist your aid. Toctix is a friend of Chucharoon's, so we're somewhat obligated to hear him out, though I don't expect him to be much more intelligible, loath though I am to admit it. We'll most likely need Wawalago again. There's Chucharoon. There's Toctix. Chucharoon told many glory tales of mighty Fishbringer to Toctix. Toctix is friend, Chucharun is friend, Fishbringer is friendly friend, yes? Moon was shining on easter seas of Lanaska when most lovely fish appeared. Toctix wonder if friendly friend Fishbringer can bring back lovely fish from the Moon Sea. So, a goblin gets a glimpse of some gills and I'm to guess the game? Haha, naturally I know what you need to net. I'm only surprised you saw fit to solicit my support. The moment you mentioned the moon on the easter seas of Lanaska, I figured out the frisky fish you're fixin' to fetch. Full moon sardines. Schools of striplings migrate under moonlight through the Strait of Murlthor to return to their mothers or meet their makers. Tastiest time to take them too, pluck them plumb in their prime. From dusk to dawn, droves dip and dive down Bloodshore. Spinning spoonworms in the water will snag you some sardines and sate your sponsor. Need 10 full moon sardines, and he said they're on Bloodshore. That's someplace we have not gone yet. We will put that off for a while. Anyway, back to Armorer here. Greetings and salutations. What an honor it is to meet another of Limsa-Lominsa's famed artisans. I'm sorry, a commission? Oh dear, there seems to be some confusion. I have already entrusted my master's commission to a veteran craftsman of your esteemed organization. You are acquainted with Blanster? His reputation precedes him, you see, and I saw little reason to doubt that a man of his experience should be assigned the task. Oh, but I do not mean to suggest that you... I merely sought to justify my own misapprehension. Regrettable though this situation may be, I would hesitate to shame your colleague by stripping him of his commission, given all the sterling work he has done for us in the past, I mean. Yet I can well imagine that you are loath to return to your superior empty-handed. Assuming the finished armor is of exceptional quality, my master will provide full remuneration regardless of the hand that forges the links. Mayhap it would be best for all concerned if you discuss the matter with your fellow armorer. Alright, so let's go talk to Blanster. Well, if it ain't Hananza's lapdog. I heard about your little show of allegiance. I suppose Norterwib told ye I snatched that commission from right under your nose, did she? Seems we got ourselves a thorny little predicament, don't it? Well, I ain't about to hand the job back to you on a silver bleeding platter, but that don't mean I want you to give up either. Give up neither. Don't you see? This is the perfect chance to find out who's the better armorer, to see which of us has walked the right and proper path. I'm talking about a contest of skill, girl. Whichever of us crafts the finer suit of chainmail gets the job. But remember, this bloke pays good coin for a reason. He wants the best, and he ain't about to settle for less. Not that he'll have to, of course. Your armor'd need to be bloody flawless to be better than mine, so our mate'll be getting his money's worth whatever happens. Once you're ready, bring your armor back here and we'll lay it out next to mine. We've both got our pride, so I reckon we can judge the results fairly for ourselves. Now bugger off. Alright, a suit of steel chainmail. There it is. We need 3 steel rings. right. And then an undyed velveteen. Check this out, Mr. B. Well, pressure too much for you, lass? Or have you finally finished putting that chainmail together? Right then, let's have a look, shall we? By Beauregard's beard, where'd he learn to forge links like that? It's bloody perfect. Ralger himself would struggle to stick a dagger through that steel. And look at that luster. Strength and beauty in equal goddamn measure. Hananza should be praising the builder for dropping a gift like yourself in her lap. You won fair and square, Anne. I'll not bother to lecture you no more. I'll take your beauteous bloody chainmail to Norderwib myself and let her know who it was as crafted it. That's an old tradition among us armorers, case you didn't know. The loser of these contests gets the job of delivering the victor's goods. Gloat while you can, lass. You just joined Hananza at the top of me list. This ain't over, not by a long shot. Got added to my inventory. Oh, I wonder if that's what's wrong here. Yeah, let's free up some space. I may have been missing some items here. Out of space here. Anyways, let's see, what did we get here? Iron head knife. We'll put that in there. Let's see what we got. 26. Yeah, we couldn't use those. Coral ring we couldn't use. Alright. And knife, steel hatchet, blacksmith tool, and my armorer's tool. Let's see. Yeah, we need that. Blacksmith tool. And leatherworker. Truly doesn't need it. Okay. Oh, okay. Now do culinarian. this is where we talk to Rashtat Ricky for our thaumaturge job here. Oh, that's right. They weren't better than the man or half gloves that we had. At least I think so. Let's check those out. In comparison, yeah, they're not better. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you are the guest we were told to expect? Ah, ha. Forgive me, madam. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, and, on behalf of Limsa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Anne personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Anne? You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lanaska. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Alright, well, we will switch back to Culinarian and go do that one here. Let's see what Mr. Lingzeth has for us. Bollocks! Me and, ow, in the seven hells am I meant to cook with one bloody hand? Gah! Of all the God's damned times I could have heard it, why'd it have to be now? Forgive me language, lass. Don't worry, it ain't serious. Well, it is a bit serious, to tell the truth. I've gone and knackered me Ann trying to catch a fallen crate, you see. It'll eel and all, but it hurts like a bastard. Can't so much as scratch me arse with it. Never mind, old skillet. Wouldn't be so bad, but we got ourselves a bigwig coming to dine today, one of the most powerful men in Ul'dah. Now, I've been in the business for decades, and I ain't no stranger to coddled dignitaries what whine about the color of the bloody crockery and how there's too much parsley garnish on top of their soup, but this ain't no ordinary coddled dignitary we're dealing with. This one fancies himself as a food critic, and he's always out to find fault, real or not. And that ain't the worst of it. Owing to his influence, he's driving more and a few respectable establishments into the ground. For this, he's earned himself the name of Chef's Bane in culinary circles. Each time the man's dined at the Bismarck, I've personally done the cooking so as to avert disaster. Don't get me wrong, I've got complete trust in all me chefs, but if the Bismarck goes under, the guild goes with it, and that ain't a burden I can put on just anyone's shoulders. But this time, someone else is going to have to fill in for me, and I want that someone to be you, Anne. You've proved yourself more than capable, and in high-pressure situations besides. I'm confident you won't let us down. You do well to begin talking with Divan Dove. Being a native of Ul'dah might be as she knows something of the chef's... Lord Lolorito. Oh boy, Lord Lolorito himself. I am aware of the situation, but don't panic. Though the guildmaster is indisposed, all is not yet lost. In case you're unfamiliar with our distinguished guest, he is the head of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Though you may not have heard the name before, you will almost certainly have heard of the many famous brands it owns, such as Eshtame's Lapidaries and Sunsilk Tapestries. Lord Lolorito's countless successes have made him the wealthiest man in Ul'dah, a place where wealth and influence are synonymous. It goes without saying that he has a seat on the syndicate, the cabal that runs the sultanate. Lest you wonder, Ul'dah is only notionally a sultanate these days. Anyway, as is often the way with men of means, Lord Lolorito is a lover of fine cuisine. And as the guildmaster doubtless mentioned, he's made a name for himself as a ruthless food critic. The man has a penchant for making life miserable for us chefs. Indeed, he never places an order, but demands instead that you impress him. And therein lies our first dilemma. What to serve? Lest you think the fates unduly mischievous, I'm happy to report that the odds are not wholly stacked against us. It just so happens that Lolorito's butler, a fellow by the name of Nono Pesa, is dining at the Bismarck this very moment. This is a golden chance to learn what manner of dish Lolorito craves. Go to Nono Pesa on the terrace and try to coax the information out of him. Good luck. There he is. I'm sorry. I think I may have misheard. Did you say that you would be preparing Lord Lolorito's meal? Well, this is rather unexpected. But if Master Lingzeth saw fit to entrust the task to you, then you must not be without skill. You wish to know what my master desires to eat? Finally it occurs to someone to ask me that question. It is my duty to see that my lord never wants for comfort, and naught pleases me more than to see Lord Lolorito in high spirits. As such, I should be glad to share with you what I know. Shortly prior to arriving in Limsa-Lominsa, my master spoke of being seized by a craving for a hearty meal of meat. Though he did not mention a specific dish, I happen to know that smoked raptor is a particular favorite of his. Needless to say, a man of such refined taste as he would expect no less than the finest sample of the dish. I hope this information serves you well. Lord Lolorito is due to conclude his business negotiations presently, and will desire to take his meal thereafter. Once the smoked raptor is ready, pray bring it to me. I shall see it delivered to my master. We need a high-quality haunch of smoked raptor. Where is it? There it is. Got the olive oil and table salt. Need a sun lemon and black pepper and a raptor shank. No sun lemon, I bet. But we got the black pepper. We'll get one of those. Alright, let's see what we can pick up from the market here for some non-extravagant amount of money, hopefully. Sun lemon and a raptor shank. Only 3 up there. Yeah, that's gonna be nasty. Alright, we'll go gather those then. And a raptor shank. Oh, okay, well, we'll take 2 then. And the sun lemons are out here in Lanoska, which we haven't even visited yet. Middle Lanoska. Yeah, that's convenient to the entrance. Let's go to Middle Lanoska first. Got here. Blessed harvest. Increase the number of items obtained when gathering by 1. Yeah, put that there. Oh, and this is where we talk to Tractoom for our main quest, it looks like. Not going to be here. It's not that low level, I think. Yeah, some oranges and kukuru beans. Not going to take up the inventory space with that. Level 10s. Over here to the higher levels, gathering points. Alright, sun lemon. Let's go talk to Tractoom. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye lass or 3. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the company of heroes? Ah, hells, price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Tractoon was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Ha 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 ha! So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit ye, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh! Just like that. Boy, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Huh, well, too bad, 'cause now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, that'll do. Do that, then we'll talk. Alright, how about that, Mr. Tractoon? Yeah, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle of... never mind. And we got some more goodies. Let's see. I took a little saddlebag we used here to put some of these goodies. Let's put the materia and these dyes we've been getting. And demi-materia. I need to clean this stuff up at some point here. Alright, Tractoon, what's next? What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need to be capable of slaying, say, a Goobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand on lookout in case a Goobu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Old Titus. Right, Tractor. Eh? You again? Then that gooby that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Let's see, Silver Circlet. I don't know if we could use that or not. Let's see if it swaps our gear. No. That Velveteen Cowl is good, being high quality there. Alright. More pots of royal blue dye. Well, I'm going to stick those in my chocobo bag here. The Lomenson Way. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew, Tractum? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gubu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Tractum who slew that Gubu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest low of Sahagin shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside. We'll learn the truth the Lomenson way. Tractum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Alright. Growing event point. We're going to be capped at 34. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering, Tractum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I was being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, look, his name was Weisgate. Oh, all right? Weisgate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. Speak with Weisgate in Costa del Sol. We might as well pick this up here. This is where we need to do fishing too, but we're running out of nighttime hours here. I don't think we could catch 10 very quickly, so we'll do that some other time when we get closer to 6 p.m. on some day. Alright, we got that. And let's go talk to him here. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa Lominsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogomoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegaruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. Master Gegaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alright, let's see what we do here. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Anne, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alright, so now let's get on with our culinarian quest. We got all the things we need now to craft that. Our smoked raptor. I wish I could just give him one of these. deliver that back in Alaska now. Remember, Lord Lolorito will accept nothing less than the best. Your smoked raptor must be the finest example of the dish, prepared with the utmost skill. Ah, the smoked raptor is ready? Good. Now I trust you won't object to an inspection. Lest you worry about your handiwork being defaced, my years serving Lord Lolorito have taught me how to taste with sight and smell alone. By the gods, this raptor is sublime! The marriage of cracked pepper and sun lemon begets an irresistible fragrance that perfectly complements the aroma of the meat. The flavor is rounded out with the mellow fruitness of olive oil, which also lends the shank a lustrous sheen that tantalizes the eye. I have presided over Lord Lolorito's dining table for many years, and I can say without reservation that this is the most delectable smoked raptor I have ever had the pleasure of not eating. It is of little wonder that Master Lingzith deemed you fit to cook in his stead. I doubt that even he could have delivered a better rendition of my master's favorite dish. You, madam, are quite a culinarian. But I sense you are more relieved than flattered. Hardly surprising, I suppose. Much and more is said of my lord's uncompromising approach to cuisine. While I will not refute the rumors, you may rest assured that the Bismarck has no cause to worry. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must see my lord's meal delivered to him. You may look forward to hearing his judgment anon, and entirely without trepidation if my senses do not fail me. Pray send Master Lingzith my compliments. You did it, Anne. You impressed the pants off Lolorito's butler. Nono Pesa knows his master's taste better than his own, and his approval's all the assurance I need. The guild's safe, and it's all thanks to you. You never cease to amaze me, Anne. You came to us with nary any knowledge of cooking, and now you're like a second left hand. Well, that didn't come out right. What I meant to say was, you're as useful to me as the and I old me skillet with summit no culinarian can do without. You've got it in you to be one of the finest chefs in the realm, and I would see you fulfill your potential. Promise me you'll keep at your cooking. Okay, don't need that skillet. Alright, so let's see, we can't finish our fishing because we have to catch those full moon sardines when it's nighttime, and it just turned daytime here. Alright, so what we'll do is we will end the stream here, and then let's see, we will continue on to either, let's see what we'll do here. Oh, I'm not sure Talker's Alley. What I'll do is offline I'll clean up my inventory so we don't have to deal with that here in the stream. Put some things up for sale, just get some more space in that inventory, and then next time we'll pick back up with the main story and the fishing, getting those. I may fish up those sardines off of, offline as well, and then just complete the quest when we're back on stream. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me today. We will continue this stream on Tuesday, So check us out at www.zenlifeenterprises.com for gaming blogs and schedules there. Wherever you are, hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, and take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.